Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at ChatGPT Plus and compare it against Copilot Pro and see which particular option is the better one for you. Now, these are both the paid options and paid platforms between both of these AI tools. So whether you're going for the Copilot option or the ChatGPT Plus option, you have to remember these are paid options between both. So if you're totally okay with that, then that's basically how we're going to kind of think about it here. Now, the big thing to keep in mind here is that they both cost $20. So the cost between both is that they're both $20, and you can go ahead and basically upgrade to them right within the platforms that you basically want to choose. So this is a pretty basic type of comparison from that standpoint. There's actually a lot of overlap here for the most part. So both of them basically go through and they essentially give you an enhanced version of their original tools. The thing here you have to remember is that Copilot Pro actually does use the GPT models that ChatGPT has made. So you do get access on both with the Pro models and the Plus models respectively to use the GPT-4o model, the GPT-4 Turbo model, and if you do get the Copilot Pro option, Microsoft does have their own proprietary types of models that they have made before. So you do have the option of kind of going through and utilizing those types of models when it comes down to it. So you are getting more models to choose from inside of Copilot than inside of ChatGPT Plus. Now, you can go through and use them separately. You don't have to have a specific application to use them. So they're both web-based, there's plugins, they're available on Android and iPhones as standalone applications. But there are some benefits between both. On the ChatGPT side, you do get higher usage limits if you're going through and using ChatGPT Plus. You're also getting priority access, and whenever there's a new big feature coming out, I would say ChatGPT is one of those ones that's kind of the first one I would think of as getting early access, to those types of features. You're also getting DALL-E 3 image generation. You can create videos with the tool. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do inside of ChatGPT Plus. Even with Sora, you can make all those videos and stuff, which is really awesome. With Copilot Pro, this one is basically giving you, when you upgrade, it's getting you just a better experience, just with more performance and more boost in some cases. But the real big thing is the integration with the Microsoft 365 applications. So within Copilot, you have the option of basically going through and you can go ahead and use Copilot inside of a bunch of different Microsoft apps, including Microsoft Word, Outlook, Excel, so many things across the board. And that makes it a lot easier for you to go through and kind of like talk to the, Copilot Pro application or Copilot Pro in general without having to switch to like a different tab. I'm sure there's plugins and stuff to do that inside of the other applications, right? Inside of the other, inside of ChatGPT, but it still is really nice to just have a dedicated little button inside of the apps that's meant to have Copilot. So I think this in and of itself is also a really nice thing to have. And that actually makes me feel really nice about owning or, upgrading to Copilot because it gives me that type of capability. Now, I would say for the most part, if you're not really that keen on the Microsoft 365 applications, I think ChatGPT Plus is probably the better one just because it does have more of a universal type of experience. Like I don't feel like I'm too sucked into the Microsoft ecosystem. I feel like that's kind of what Copilot is. But if I used, Microsoft 365 apps all the time, I think I would probably use Copilot. It's very fast. But I think with ChatGPT Plus, if I'm going to pay for one, it probably would kind of be that one because I do feel like it does kind of give me a better experience. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.